Hey, I'd like to welcome you back to another video where I just kind of move about, clean a little in my kitchen, and I'm gonna do a whole chicken in my Instapot. But I'm really here to talk. Have a chit chat with you guys about a couple of things that's going on in the world right now. I hope you all enjoyed my last video showing a few hobbies. One of my main hobbies that I really enjoy, which is motorcycling. If you did not get a chance to see that video, please check it out. But let's jump into a discussion about Angel Reese and the backlash that she is getting because of a picture that she posted on her personal social media account in which she was wearing a outfit to go out and to celebrate, I believe, for the New Year's. I commented that when I saw her post, wow, she reminds me of Megan Thee Stallion. And that was not an insult. From what I'm understanding, Angel Reese is in her very early 20s. She is a professional basketball player by trade. That is her day job. Yet she has every right to enjoy herself when she's off the clock, to wear the clothes and the outfit that she chooses to wear, to have the friends that she wants to have, as long as she knows how to follow the rules and regs of her professional life when she is on the clock. And I really find it crazy that people, especially a person like Stephen A. Smith or, these sports commentators that want to down her as a woman and compare her to Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese is no Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is no Angel Reese. We all know this, right? Is anyone confused on that issue? To down her, to bully her, to try to make her feel some kind of way for her dress and how she chose to wear it. Listen, it's a shame, and they should be apologizing. Angel, do your thing, period. I understand that she even shut down her whole Instagram because of the negative. Again, they just are trying to tear this young black woman's reputation. And she is who she is, and she needs to stand tall in who she is. I am looking at right now an article on Black Enterprise on their website. And this is dated January 9th. This just came out today. Angel Reese lands cover of Winter 2025 Vogue. And she will share her love for basketball and fashion. She says, I was always in my mom's closet putting on her stuff. I like to carry a purse, hair done. I wanted to look put together. I still do. She is just being her. And the hate coming from people like Stephen A. I'm not shocked. I don't follow him, but it's always a bunch of loudmouth negativity when it comes from him. And to attack her, I think is shameful. And they like to pit, I think it's a thing, to stir up controversy and to keep the uh, interest in women's basketball, but it's there. So it's already there. But to pit Angel Reese against Caitlin Clark, you know what? I don't even follow it close enough to know. But something tells me Caitlin Clark would even be looking at them upside their heads like, why are you doing that? Why are you acting that way? I pray, and if she hasn't already done so, I hope soon Angel puts back her social media pictures, her account. She may have needed a break because sometimes I think we all need a break. But I hope she doesn't let that stop her from being her. I would also like to just send out prayers for the residents and the visitors and everyone who is impacted in California, um, in the Los Angeles region, everywhere where the fires have touched and impacted people, not only from the fires that are destroying property, but for the air quality. I ask God to protect the health of the people that are being impacted, even by the quality of the air. We are in a time we can't take anything for granted. We never know what may happen around us, and I think it's important for us to not let foolishness in politics distract us from our fellow citizens and praying for them, and also advocating for them to get the support that they need at this time, because we never know what natural disaster may hit our area. I live in the Midwest, and in 2019, a tornado came through and devastated our community. We were severely impacted in this region, and the thing about a tornado is that it's very finicky. It picks and chooses. It bounced all around my neighborhood, totally destroying plenty of homes, taking some of the homes totally off their foundation. We were fortunate enough to just have some minor roof damage and window damage in the back of our home. We made it, and we were able to get repairs done, and we're still in our home. So I say that to say, you just never know when something can come your way. And, in my area, straight line winds and tornadoes are becoming a regular thing that we have to be concerned about. And this has increased in the time period of us living in this house. I've mentioned before in another video that we've been in our home 15 years. Early on, that wasn't so much the case, but it's the case now. So always remember that when we see people going through floods, hurricanes, fires, tornadoes, that, just because your region may not go through those specific issues, something can come your way. And I would hope that all the help that you need will be available to you in your area. One other thing that I wanted to bring up was a video that I saw of a teen girl who was called to the front of her church. The teen, she was pregnant, and it looks like it was the practice of her church to call her to the front of the church to repent because she was pregnant. She was a pregnant teenager, and she had to apologize to the church. And the pastor basically said that there should be no baby shower, there should be no support provided to this young woman because of her choice, or the fact that she was pregnant. I don't know where they find that in their heart, and where the church finds it in its heart to treat anybody in such a way. This way of thinking can hurt her relationship with Christ, her trust in the adults in her life. It can lower her self-esteem. It can impact her baby, because the one thing that is needed is love and support when a child is on its way in, and the mother needs to be supported. She's young. I'm sure that she didn't plan it, and it takes two to make a baby. I don't know where the dad is. We don't get that part of the story. But one thing about it is my opinion that the church did not show her love right there. Now, some people would say, well, if you don't do this to her, shame her or make her apologize to the church as if they are her God, you are condoning the situation that she found herself in. That's your opinion. All I know is that we all have fallen short of the glory of God. We all have, quote unquote, sinned. If we haven't, pick up the stone and get ready to throw it. Look in the mirror, tell the truth, and shame the devil. If we don't learn how to sit young people down, talk to them, and say, hey, I know you didn't make this decision. I know this is probably not what you were planning. I don't even know the situation, so I don't know how this baby, I don't know if something happened to her. I don't know. But if we don't speak to people in love and show them that we're there for them, and be a loving church and not a judgmental church, families not, because I can only imagine that if she got treated like that at church, I could only imagine what her family is treating her like in the home, how they are probably feeling, quote unquote, embarrassed. Listen, we have to remember who's in charge of our homes. We get our spiritual guidance from church, but if we allow outside people to be in charge of our homes and not show love within our homes to our families and to each other, listen, we don't have a chance of making it. We better put home first, show love, keep an open door, an open ear to hear from our children. Pay attention to what's going on. Are we home? Are we there to listen? Are we paying attention to who they're hanging out with? Do we keep an open door, allowing any and everything to come in our house? Or are we working so much that we don't know what's going on? with our kids? Are we allowing even certain family members to be around our children and not thinking that family members could be putting our children in compromised situations? This is There's a lot to be talked about, and people like to point the finger and blame people. We don't have time for that. This is living, this is about life, and a new life is on its way. Let me know what you guys think about that. I know this is just my opinion. I have an opinion. Like I said, I am opinionated, and I'm just sharing it while I move around this kitchen, putting up pots and pans here. Have you ever been in a situation like that in the church, or in a community that was important to you, where you felt like you had fellowship? Have you ever been in a situation that you felt made to feel ashamed? And did those situations take you down a path that you didn't expect to go in your life? Were you in a situation like that, in which you did feel supported, and because you got the support that you needed, you were able to make it and be successful and make it in life, and your baby was made to feel safe, and you were able to still meet your goals? Because there are plenty of teen moms who, because of the support and their own determination to know, look, I made maybe a choice that I didn't plan on, but it's still worth it. I still love my child, and I love myself enough to make it and reach goals that I have. Tell me your thoughts on that. On a completely different note, outside there's snow on the ground. As I make my full whole chicken in my air fryers. Really, I said Instapot, but it's an Emerald Lagasse air fryer. Um, I am also already thinking about my garden. Gardening is another one of my hobbies, and um, I'm thinking about overwintering some seeds. I've been watching videos on how to overwinter seeds. I did initially plan on planting some seeds indoors 6 weeks ahead of spring, or really probably 8 weeks ahead of spring, and then transplanting them outside. But I have been watching videos on how to overwinter seeds outside. Yeah, look at that. That's my whole chicken. It's in my cleaning concoction, which is water, vinegar, lemon juice, and salt. I let that soak, and then I do a thorough rinse of that chicken before I put it in a pot. But anyway, thinking about overwintering, and that's where you take containers, and you kind of open them halfway on a hinge. It could be like a juice container or a milk container. You put your dirt in it. Make sure that you have the ability for it to drain. It needs to be a transparent container. It's lots of different ways to do it. I'm just telling you how I'm thinking about doing it. It's plenty of videos to watch. But anyway, you put your dirt in your container, and you put your seeds in, and you sit that container outside. You make sure it's labeled so you know what you're growing, and you just leave it outside and allow your seeds to be out in the winter conditions. They can get the rain, they can get the snow. It's semi-protected, but it gives it the environment that is very similar to what maybe a perennial would go through, just being out in the winter, but you're starting your seeds. And then when spring comes, you should begin to see your seedlings bud. And you keep them in that container until they're mature enough to transplant into your garden. So I am seriously thinking about doing this year, possibly instead of growing some seeds on the inside of my house. Let me know if you've ever, first of all, grown seeds inside started seeds inside your home, or if you've done the overwintering method, if this is familiar to you. For those of you who have decided to do YouTube videos this year, maybe this wasn't your thing, but you're starting to get into it. Have you started yet? Have you posted your first video? Or if you've had a channel for years and you just really haven't posted on a regular basis, have you increased your postings? Have you, done something different to maybe increase views on your channels? What have you done? Let me know. Share it with us. You can even post the name of your channel in the comments. Give me a chance to check it out. Don't forget, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I enjoy you visiting and hanging out with me. It's been fun. I'm enjoying posting my videos. And the thing is, I do go back and forth between my Insta360 and my phone on my videos. This particular video is shot using my Insta360. A lot of people use these for action shots, for motorcycling, for skiing, for walking, for just doing all kind of outdoor activities. But it's also a vlogging camera too. I am doing more videos partly because I want to learn my editing. I love how this camera follows you, and because it's taking everything at a 360 view, and it allows you to reframe the video however you want. This means that you literally can take one video and basically get a multitude of separate videos and separate shots and separate pictures. I think it's a worthwhile type of camera to own. And I still have a lot of learning. You may, if you know anything about an Insta360, it comes with lens guards. You can video with the lens guards on or off. And in this shot, I can tell, in this whole video, I can see the results of me leaving my lens guards on. It is very important to clean your lenses, not just your lens guards, but your lenses. And really the lens guards, I think, will help when you're storing it, but also if you're in a situation where you might, that there's a high risk of dropping your your camera. So I just enjoy it though. I love how it can follow you. You can get scenes all around your home or wherever you are, outside and about. It is something worth checking out if you've never considered a camera like this. If you only thought, oh, that's only for people who are riding bikes, skating, doing things such as that, I think it's a worthwhile investment. And I also think that the editing software is very simple to use. I mean, you gotta learn it, but it's not so like hard. Right here, it's as simple. You're just seeing my camera just slowly kind of pan around the room, I can reframe this. Like, I could have quickly reframed that to just take on a different view. There are quite a few options that you have. So, I don't know. I just think it's fun to kind of play with. You see how, I'm just able to follow where I go. So, and it was so wonderful camera to take and have like at a family reunion or to go to a concert. Um, yeah, you'll get a lot of use out of a camera such as this. Another thing that I love is that while the camera sits and does its thing, I can see on my phone. I'm not sure if that's what I'm doing right there in that shot, but I can see, like I can frame it in a way that I can see myself, but I can work it from my phone, start it from my phone. I can do all that. Now, just quickly looking, most likely I'm probably watching a TikTok video right there. But anyway, it's something to consider. So towards the end of this video, you will get a chance to see what my whole chicken is looking like. It's not quite my total end results, but it is a lovely thing to cook a whole chicken in an air fryer. I will be doing this again. Um, I will be hanging out with you again. Let me just kind of show you what it's looking like right here. It's in the pot. It's seasoned up. I buttered it and it's seasoned. That is actually before I start the air fryer, but I will give you a quick view of the final results. This video will be ending shortly. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I will be doing more videos kind of similar to this. I plan on being out and about some and doing videos as well. Right now, I'm just in the house. I'm just chatting with you about certain things going on in the world. I pray that you are having great days. And if you have opinions about anything that I brought up and spoke on, speak to me. Don't be afraid to give your opinions. I do think it's a time and a place for everything, but I believe in people speaking their minds. I hope your new year is getting off to a great start. Here's what it's looking like so far. You all be blessed and have a wonderful day.